I am going to share our slides, share my screen, and we'll get started. But as I was saying, welcome back to everybody who is in Denver. We missed you, and we're excited to have you all back. So screen share is just loading. I'm going to go live. Marina, we did not do Guess Who while you were away because I didn't trust my own ability to pull it off. But now that you're back, we can talk about resuming it. We also, everybody missed you as well. So a lot of missing going on. So welcome back. Can everybody see the slideshow? Can anybody see the slideshow?
Yes, just loaded.
Amazing. Then we'll get right into it. Just a reminder, try to keep your updates to agile speed. So a minute or less, if it's 30 seconds or less, you get a sticker from me. And we're going to start with KPIs. Aaron, that would be...
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, do you think?
Zoomed. Yeah, so for Xmetric, we're roughly at 81% of the goal. If you go into that KPI sheet, you'll notice I adjust the goal based off of some of the changes that we're making and the focuses. But, still a pretty big number. Currently 81% of that. For challenges, we've already ran 18 for the month. Now this is just analytics and brainstorming, so I do need to count review, so we're actually over 18. We're less than a quarter way through the month, and we're already more than a quarter way to the goal. So positive sign there. And then with spend, I know I'm supposed to show month to date, but I felt like showing where we're at currently with the forecast because we've been doing a good job of hitting that. We're expected to spend roughly 157,000 for this month, when that goal was 176,000. So that puts us on pace to be roughly 90% of that target, which is exciting, and wanted to highlight that for today's meeting.
All right, we'll keep rolling.
Hello, this is Zook. Hi, everybody. So, analytics. We got 108 active analysts last week. So this is a slight reduction from the huge surge that we've seen in the last few weeks. But still 108 is pretty good. In terms of new analysts, we've only onboarded 11 new analysts. This is not a lot. But let's remember that in previous weeks, we had some challenges such as Hunt, which allowed a lot of new people to come in. So it's normal that now that we don't have Hunts this week, there's a little bit less people. So I'm ready to move on to peer review, which is the next slide. Oh, and we're launching at least 15 challenges this week, as well as some brainstorming challenges. Now, peer review. So in the last 7 days, we received 220 submissions, which is also a slight reduction, 68 less submission compared to last week. Our accomplishments for the week, well, we've started using the Samurai Network, which is our reviewer network of more experienced analysts. We've been putting them to work. And this week, we're seeking to standardize the minimum scores and payouts. So when you look at a bounty card, the moment it's a little bit all over the place in terms of the payout grid that we used, as well as the minimum scores. So we're just trying to make that more standard. So we expect that'll make things for everybody in terms of processes. Concerns or blockers? Well, we don't really have any major concerns or blockers this week, but the team is remaining diligent about fielding questions, complaints, and just one-off requests that we get as a result of peer review. So when we evaluate 220 submissions, of course, we'll get a few questions here and there, maybe the odd complaint. So it's just part of our job to handle these types of things. So those are my updates for today. Feel free to ask any questions.
Thank you very much, Zook.
Okay, thank you.
I skipped a little bit too fast. There we go. Bounty Ops.
Back to me. Awesome. So yeah, last week we shipped roughly 20 analytics and 3 brainstorming challenges. We also did several direct-to-analyst requests for Axelar on the MDAO Treasury dashboard, which is exciting to see. With that MDAO Treasury dashboard, that was kind of self-driven, and then we kind of pushed that through, so that's awesome. And then, yeah, we spent some time cleaning up the Sana board actually through May. I'm going to spend some additional time making sure that May's all set so we can get a clear view of what the future month forecasts look like, both for challenges as well as RevRec. This week, we currently have 20 analytic and brainstorming challenges scheduled, so we're working to get them out the door and all that information. Also focused on standardizing payment amounts to smooth the process for the team. And as I mentioned, expanding that calendar to give us a real look at how things are going to all pan out for the future months. Some blockers and concerns that we have is standardization. We need to get this right and make sure that it's aligned with the application so that expectations remain the same, and then as well as the lack of activity and quality of the brainstorming challenge results. So we'll continue to run those, continue to push those, hopefully get the community to flex that muscle, but there is some concern there of actually being able to execute against that.
I'll chime in briefly just to say that brainstorming is really hard. It's always been hard. Analysts don't want to do it, and it gets harder the longer you're in a program because a lot of the easy questions have been taken. So it's a hard thing to solve. Protocol Dev.
Everyone, the team is crushing it. That's the update. Last week, we kind of tightened the reins on what we're shipping so that we can ramp up the speed at which we deliver. Spoilers, but if you check out the MetricsDAO.xyz website, you'll get a sneak peek. We deployed an update to that today. It's looking good. This week and next week, we will be ramping up our testing audience and doing a lot more testing of the end-to-end flow. That's it. Blockers is time, which is just linear and a pain in the butt.
BizDev. I can't see because I'm in full screen mode. Do we have James today or no? Okay.
No,
Can hit up the slides on our own time then, and we'll just keep speeding along. DAO Ops.
Hey everyone. Same kind of boring update for the past couple of weeks. We're still thinking about legal things, particularly around elections and budgets. Concern with blockers is that this week we're kind of working on getting everyone back on the same page because there's maybe 5 documents floating around legal stuff, and not everyone was thinking about things exactly the same last week. So hopefully we'll clear that up this week. That's all I got.
Thank you, Non. Appreciate you. And Treasury.
Yeah, Treasury. We build Flipside for our March bounties. So we'll be receiving some NEAR, Osmo, Solana, and some USDC here pretty shortly. Processed a handful of bounty payments. This week's priorities are just staying up to date with payments as those come through. And we're looking to create an Avalanche multi-sig. So that's about it, actually. No concerns or blockers at the moment. Core contributors, their payment just got executed this morning. So you should see that on chain. And then graded contributors, we're working through that. Hopefully that gets uploaded for signing either tonight or tomorrow. That's it from Treasury.
Thank you very much, Bills. Curation, Mr. Forgash.
Keep it short and sweet. Synthetics, and I noticed this on the BizDev slide, did come back to us requesting a table after originally saying no to the full scale. So staking on ETH and Optimism is underway. And Ant has been doing a great job on that. I believe he's in this chat, so thank you for pushing that forward. And then this week's priorities are to review those. Synthetics team is asked to get a review of that themselves, so we'll send them over. And then once the data itself gets kind of all okay, we'll move forward to having them put in as tables on Flipside's ETH and OP models.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Forgash. Whoops, went too fast. Education.
Okay, so last week, prepared the NEAR course and got it out on Teachable. Also, we started our 4th cohort for Web3 101 Analytics and finished the 201 cohort. This week, setting up, as always, 2 webinars for NEAR and Optimism, also preparing for the course coming out next week, which is Solana 101, continuing with Web3 Analytics 101 cohort, preparing for community persona workshop has had to happen next week, and also reviewing some of the current onboarding processes that we have since I didn't add it as a concern or in the concerns or blockers section, but probably should have, as we did have a less attendance in the first session of the 101 cohort than we currently do. So we need to look into that to ensure that this doesn't repeat next time.
Quick question, Vida. Is anybody helping out on the Solana 101 course prep in terms of the material?
At the moment, no, but if there's someone that you're aware of that could help, would love to hear it.
Yeah, let me ask a couple folks from the flip side end who work directly with Solana and are plugged in there, see if they have any bandwidth to help out.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Growth team is in a bit of flux, so we'll skip past that one. We'll probably end up combining that slide with partnerships.
Yes, this is me. Okay, so on outreach, basically it's promotion for the webinars. Actually did really well. The Optimism one got about 6K in impressions, near one 2K, a bit more actually. So it's actually pretty good. This after me thinking that maybe this approach is not paying off. It's actually going great. Guess it depends a bit on the webinar. So we'll keep a pulse on that. Keep checking the pulse on that. Podcast. The people from the Block Coffee podcast reached out saying they confirm. Scheduled a call with them for this week to really hammer out the details. Let's say. I'll go on flip side. Twitter Spaces partnership, we provided speaker Michael Calvi from Transpose, just to like illustrate. This is a really good way to create like win-wins. People from Flipside are happy, we are happy, we make our partners happy, everybody looks good, so that's great. This week's priorities, Optimism again. As you can see, it was both last week and this week. It got rubbed, the one from last week, due to technical reasons. So we're re-promoting it. Also, the one from Algorand, which will be next week, but promotion will start this week. More for podcasts, always more outreach. If anybody knows any hosts or etc., just let me know. And we're also going to start scheduling because at least let me know that we should be ready to go on the show mid to late March. Talking to people from Treehouse Fi, they got a really great platform. They want to do co-promotion and collaborate on content. So I'm gonna gonna have a call with them also Wednesday, I think. See how we could specifically work together. Also, just had a call with Aaron to kind of divide and conquer on the data providers that we want to talk to, partner with, offer them a free webinar. Hopefully they'll sign on for bounties or challenges, as we're calling them now. So yeah, working on that. And then if anybody knows any cool women in Web3, which I think you should, especially ones with a large following, Flipside is looking for speakers specifically on this topic. So they want to invite women in Web3. So of course, we all know a lot. If anyone comes to mind, specifically, reach out to me. Thanks. That's it. No
Thank you,
percent
Helix.
block.
I will close things down with community updates. The major thing we have going on this week is the community call tomorrow, where we're going to feature the app. And then this past week has been about preparing for that with our documentation. So that's live. We'll continue to improve it, make it more user-friendly, make it more exciting. But we can link to all of that. I will shout out the Wololo craze, which is sweeping our Discord among our ex-Metric masters. If you see a lot of people whose tag is not Pinehurst or not AD or not Kita, it's because of a meme. So we like to see that. We like to see it organically. And then this week, as I said, we're really going to focus on the community call tomorrow and starting to roll out more information about the app and telling people what it is, what it means to them, and why they should get excited about it. That's that. We'll continue to focus, not exactly a concern, but review quality continues to be front and center for analysts in terms of the issues that they raise. So we're going to continue to keep eyes on that until everybody is happy with the results. That's all I have. Anybody have anything else before we wrap up? All right, then I will see you all at the community call tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time, to do a little bit of app alpha leaking. And hope everybody has a great week.
See you, everyone.
See ya.
Have a great week, y'all.
Nice week.
Thank you. Take care.